Some big-time heroics have gotten both teams to this point. It's game one of the Western Conference Finals. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. You look at Oklahoma City, and after sweeping their last series, they're riding a nice wave of momentum into the conference finals.
Yeah, they really are. Now, we'll see if that gap between series takes any of that momentum away. You'd like to get as much rest as possible in the postseason, but you also don't want to get rusty. Yeah, it's just too easy for home. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Conley on the attack. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. McDaniels from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Conley with some nice D. From downtown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. Back to Holmgren. Pulls it from the corner. Basket's good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Good job there, Alec. Thanks. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Randle with a steal. Conley up top. And it's Randle that time on the assist by Conley.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gobert with a block. Conley with the ball. Hartenstein covering. Williams passes to Hartenstein. And Gobert with a block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Minnesota is shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. Hits both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the Thunder call time here. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. 5th is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Dort. Hartenstein against Gobert. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Conley. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Down low. Loses his grip. Clanks the lob. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Now here's Holmgren. The three on target from range. Holmgren's got 7 points in the game.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
From deep, Conley knocks down the triple.
For 3.
Thunder trail by 3. Dort outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Here's the 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Boy, nice rise and fire from Lou Dort.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Randall. Finished off the break. Randall's gotten his second bucket.
Great hit ahead in transition, advancing the ball, creating an easy look.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Caruso misses. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside, Alexander Walker. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
And that one is hammered home.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. That one goes. Count it.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Pass to Caruso. 2 on the clock. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Edwards. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The focus from Holmgren there.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Pass to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. The putback. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
6 to shoot. Williams on the wing. Offline with a 3.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Hartenstein passes to Holmgren from deep three-point land. The Thunder with another miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's McDaniels off the drive.
Well, there's tremendous length when it comes to Jaden McDaniels. And off the dribble drive at the cup, he's tough.
Williams against McDaniels. And Gobert with a block. And they'll get another chance.
And that's a veteran move from the young fella, as Holmgren draws contact on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Dort. Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Reed. Shoots over Holmgren. Holmgren with the block. And Williams punches it home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming this way.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Minnesota is shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Wallace in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed.
Anthony Edwards is a 3-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Here's Joe. Wiggins looking around. Wallace left side. Wiggins passes to Wallace. Here's Joe. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves lead by 3. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Buries it from 3.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision making. That's a pretty setup.
Wallace, the pass to Joe. Back to Wallace. The kick out to Wiggins. Caruso against McDaniels. 5 on the clock. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. To the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. Dillingham with the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the second quarter. Wiggins for 3.
Thunder foul. Second.
Line change here for Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Williams. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that's the defensive impact of Anthony Edwards making the steal and setting up easy offense.
Looking to win the run. And it's Shai hitting the 3.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hard work pays pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Williams against Edwards. Edwards on target.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that concludes the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Houston. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet for the Timberwolves. They've put themselves in decent shape to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. So far, they've clearly been the better team controlling the flow. By no means is it a runaway, but they've put themselves in a great position. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving. Working the players, everyone working in unison, playing for one another. Love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole nother half to go. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, don't get me started with the perimeter defense. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley and Ant are the 1 of the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And Williams punches it home.
Man, he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Randle. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Here's a 3. Randle sinks it from distance. Randle's got 11.
Credit Julius Randle, off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Williams from long range. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder.
Reed's checked in for Gobert.
One more time for your Thunder.
Here's Conley. Give him 8. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Left side McDaniels. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Edwards looking for an opening. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
How about that? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, big-time defender, and sends that one back.
The kick out to Williams. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hartenstein. Yep, that one's good. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Conley passes to Reed. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Reed's got 5.
Boy, Naz Reed able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Joe's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark is checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. And the basket by Clark.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
And Wallace, here we go.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Randle, pass to Reed. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Here's Joe. Here's Wallace. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changes out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Now here's DiVincenzo, covered by Joe. Some solid defense from Williams.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Oh, got that one up quick. Joe's got his first basket.
This is a specialty for Isaiah Joe. Rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Outside Reed. Pass to McDaniels. The ball's knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Back to Caruso. Here's Williams. Wallace outside. Outside, Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Randle for the lead. And it's laid up and in by Williams. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Reed finds Clark. Going inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Naz Reed, what a nice find. This guy always has his eyes up and ready to look for options.
40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Back to Caruso. Williams against Randle. And here's Caruso outside. Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Here's Caruso. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Here's Williams. Throws it up high. Randle with a steal. Fires away from way outside. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Thunder up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the ball.
Oh, okay, then.
The handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter. That is so good.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. To the wing on the left. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. Minnesota shooting a fantastic 57%. Here's Reed. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Yeah, Naz Reid's ability to run the floor, get out in transition.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Chet not messing around inside.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Timberwolves trail by 4. To the inside, Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Man, Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
And stolen by Edwards. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. That's tipped. And stolen by Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Gobert inside. He's guarded by Hartenstein. They got the rebound. Reed for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid. A center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Knocked away. And stolen by Holmgren. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he goes right over Rudy Gobert. Slams it down.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Timeout called the Timberwolves. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here. Important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Chet Holmgren.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Yeah, this is something he will remember forever. These types of performances in the playoffs are what define a player's legacy. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Yep, that one goes.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Caruso finds Mitchell. Wallace with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. And it's good from the elbow.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Edwards so good inside.
How about that handle? The triple drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
From 11 feet away, it's good. Williams has got 9 points now in the second half.
Not going to get a much better look than that.
And here's Edwards outside. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 7 tonight. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels with the defensive presence twice on the pipes.
And they got to be happy with how they are starting off these conference finals. A tone-setting win for the Thunder.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Graham.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And so they start the conference finals off on the right foot with an important win.
They wanted to set the tone for the rest of the series here tonight, and mission accomplished. They get to move forward with all the momentum on their side.
And what a huge performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked by Gobert.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
And here's Edwards outside. Oh, that's offensive interference.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the game. Williams with it. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't connect. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.